Resume all by herself, as she is an award-winning Pillsbury Bake-Off blogger and recipe creator. So she knows what's going on here. And we're going to talk about the coolest way to make gourmet coffee. And we've had the pleasure of standing here, right, Tina? And I said to her, I feel like I'm on vacation, like in Italy, with that cup of coffee in the morning, because this is so sensational. It takes it to a whole new experience. Before I get lost in this cup of coffee, 25% off will save you $46. It's an ideal gift, I think, for someone that loves coffee. 6 Easy Pays of $21.66. Cheers. That 6 Easy Pay is going to go away at the end of the day. And I love what you said to me, Tina. This coffee is so good that you don't even feel like you want to add like milk or sugar or anything to it.
It's hot too. It comes out
Ooh,
so velvety and rich and robust and hot.
So what are we talking about? We're sort of talking about maybe the way that your mother or your grandmother made coffee years ago. It is from KitchenAid, so we know we can trust it. It's a siphon coffee brewer with accessories. It's just the ultimate. You're going to, and even if you don't know how to work this, you get the permanent filter with it, a 40-ounce glass carafe, the cloth, the cleaning brush, the stainless steel filter, a scoop, and of course an instruction booklet. But you get to pick your favorite coffee, and then you just...
So let me just take you on a tour of the unit here.
I'll drink my coffee.
So this is the KitchenAid Siphon coffee brewer, and it has totally changed the way that I take my coffee and drink my coffee. I use this every single morning. So the bottom here is the carafe unit, and then up top is the brew unit, and you may have seen me put that in. See that stainless steel tube? So that is actually going to siphon the perfect temperature of water up in, and then we have this neat magnetic closure. You can actually see it kind of pulls it closed by itself. In here you have a permanent stainless steel filter. And then, so you put your measured filtered water down here in the bottom, and we have the cup measurements right on. It'll brew between 2 and 8 cups. So right here I'm brewing 4 cups, and then you just put the lid on and press the power. So it's super, super simple to use. When you go to a coffee shop, you may be ordering a siphon coffee brew, or they call it a vacuum coffee, and it's just a special, special process. But in the coffee shop, it kind of looks like a science experiment where there's tubes and maybe an open flame. So KitchenAid, what they have done is they have automated that process. So what it's doing here, and you can see
that's the last time, Tina, that you really have to, and you have to watch this, because the whole process is so cool. We were standing here while Dan was working, watching it happen. But that's literally all you have to do. You don't have to babysit it. The unit itself does everything else for you.
That's right. So what I did is I turned on the switch, and you can see the bubbles forming here. So what this is going to do is it's going to heat the water to the proper temperature, and it's actually going to create a vacuum down in this carafe. Do you see that steam forming? And what's going to happen is that vacuum pressure is going to push that water up through that stainless steel tube up into the upper brew unit. And this is beautiful, beautiful German shot glass. Really, really sturdy, premium glass. This is so well made and beautiful. And so that's going to fully immerse your coffee grounds when that water comes up. So I like to say it's a little different from a drip coffee. If you think of drip coffee, the water sprinkles over the grounds. So you're really just getting some of the grounds wet. You're really not taking full advantage of your coffee. This, you're going to get a full immersion effect, and that's what really extracts every ounce of flavor out of that coffee, so you get it right into your cup, right at home.
Smell. I mean, Meredith and Dan over there right now are going, what? Take a look.
So so here's a video that shows really how to assemble it, and there's that full immersion, and then you're going to see a dramatic drop down, so you get to really enjoy that beautiful, beautiful coffee.
And this is hot coffee.
Isn't it hot? So when you're ready for a really good tasting coffee, when you're ready for a different coffee experience and really experiencing the fun of the brew process at home, look at that action. So
It's the coolest.
here is that water coming up, and you can see, so it's not boiling up here. Those are air bubbles and hot water immersing those coffee grounds and just extracting all the flavor from your grind. So choose a really great type of coffee. You want to grind it yourself to like a medium or coarse grind, and you can have fun, like with wine, where you taste different varieties. Experiment with different kinds of coffee.
Don't you? And it's so easy to find different kinds of coffee. Buy it in the beans, grind it at home. This becomes something that you enjoy.
It is.
This is the ending of a great dinner or the great beginning of your day. And I say it all the time, instead of, and keep your eye on this because wait till you see what happens.
Right.
Instead of spending how much, $4, $5, $6, because this is even more expensive in a specialty coffee shop.
Oh, definitely.
The siphon grind. So, and they have it, but now you have it at home anytime you want it.
And imagine having a dinner party and you bring this out as you're clearing off the table and you're setting up dessert, and it's almost like a dramatic show, at your dinner party, and guests will just be amazed at this process. So up at the top in that brew unit, you're getting that full immersion happening. So you're going to end up with that velvety, complex brew of coffee, extracting every ounce of flavor out of the coffee. And what we're going to look for next is the switch is going to switch off. You'll hear it click off. See how it's kind of slowing down? There goes the switch. So in a minute or so, that pressure is going to stabilize, and then the coffee will automatically drive down through that filter into this unit here. Now, I've had some people ask me, so how is this different from my percolator? So it is different from a percolator. In a percolator, the coffee churns over and over again over that heating element. So you can end up with kind of a bitter taste to the coffee. This coffee never touches the heating element. When it comes back down into the carafe, that heating element is already turned off. So
it's so easy. It's so much fun. It is a wonderful gift, and keep your eye on it because any minute now it's going to fall.
Right.
But this is something I think that you get in the habit. You said you use it every morning. Why wouldn't you use it every single morning? And then you're going to be entertaining. The holidays are coming. This is the perfect ending to that Sunday dinner when the family comes over. This is the perfect ending when you are the person hosting the book club or whatever.
Here we go.
Do you see it?
Do you see? So the coffee is starting to come down from that upper brew unit and come down and fill up that carafe, and we're going to be ready to enjoy some of the most complex, velvety, smooth coffee.
No bitterness.
No
aftertaste.
I used to put tons of cream and sugar in my coffee, and I have given all of that up because I want to taste that delicious, delicious brew.
And it's hotter than hot. That's the beauty of it. So now what do we do?
So now what we do is we just release that closure, so it's a magnetic closure, and just lift that up, and then KitchenAid provides this great little handy tool to stand it up in. Then you just want to put your lid on, give it a twist, and you are ready to go. And lots of times I'll pour this into one of those stainless steel insulated mugs that really just keeps it hot for hours, or I take it on the go. And I have to say, a lot of the chefs in the QVC kitchen use this every day just like I do. So they must have really good taste in coffee.
Well, and you know what? That's one of the finer things in life. Right up there with good tasting wine, that good cup of coffee. This is a clearance price. There will be no reorder, and over 100 of you have already dialed in. That's 6 easy pays. Get it home and try it for $21 and change. It will go away at the end of the day. Tina, I know we're going to see you throughout the day. I so enjoyed spending time with you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And thank you for the best cup of coffee I've had in a long time. Much appreciated. Mark Charles Masilli is coming up, and we are going to be talking about his little food chopper.
By the way, you were torturing us because Meredith and I were standing here while you were making coffee.